name is Michael Tete. I'm at the Portland Bureau of Transportation. It's my real privilege to be get an opportunity to chat with you all today. I'm going to try to help us move through our speakers. We have Drew from the Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Portland alumni chapter, that's going to be kicking us off with some words of welcome. And then we'll hear from Transportation Director Chris Warner. From there, Dan Field from Kaiser Permanente. And certainly last but not least here, Chloe Eudaly is going to help bring in the 50th Sunday Parkways event. Should be a real good time. And then we have cake for everyone. So with that, I will kick it over to Ms. LaJewel for a chance to share some words of welcome. LaJewel?
So there is a lot of cake, so, and they can't stay here, so y'all need to be sure to eat up that cake. So thank you and welcome to the Junkie Delta Community Center. We are pleased and awesome to be partners with Sunday Parkways. You know, reading really is fundamental because when you see 50, I was like, this cannot have been going on for 50 years. But it is the 50th event, the 50th event. So for all my kids out there, reading surely is fundamental. You gotta pay attention to the words. Really very much the words. Just gotta read the words. So a little bit about who we are. So we are the Portland Alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. We are an international organization. We have chapters and stuff worldwide. We are the only alumni chapter here in the state of Oregon. We started in 1945, and then in 1981, we splintered from a collegiate chapter to an alumni chapter. So we've been providing services and opportunities for this community in North Portland, as well as the greater Southwest Washington areas for well over 70 years. So we are pleased to be partners in this community going forward. We also do a variety of programs and projects throughout the community. We have 5 pillars that we pretty much stand on. They are economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, political and physical. I got you. Okay. Physical and mental health, political awareness and involvement. So with those 5 pillars, they pretty much govern all of our programs and projects that we do throughout the community. Through education right now, we are partnering with St. Andrew's School, and we do a girls program over there with them. And for part of our physical and mental health, we are partners with ARP, who actually meets here on a monthly basis. There are also other community-based organizations and everything that rent here. This building is available for rent, so that's our little commercial, our little non-solicited commercial for the facility. So a little bit about Junkie Delta Community Center. So how many people are like from this area? And remember what this corner used to be. Tell me what it used to be.
Gas station.
Oh, gas station.
Abandoned
right?
gas station.
Coming here. We purchased it in 1992, and through a series of grassroots kind of fundraising efforts and grants and donations, it is what you see it today. We christened it in 1992 as a living building, which means that all of the materials, products, things that you see here are either recycled, or they're donated, or they're environmentally friendly. So for example, all of the glass here was special ordered for a building that was sized wrong. So it actually was boxed up out here in our parking lot for a couple of years until we were ready to use it. You'll notice the solar panels on top of the building over there that help generate our offset to the grid. We are environmentally friendly with all of the products that we use. The floor is made of recycled materials, so that's kind of what gives it this living building aspect. So we are pleased and happy to have you here. So with that, I want to just say hello and welcome to the Black Family Ride group that is here with us today. And the Women's Ride group, and then the Pedalpalooza group right here. That is another bike ride group. So they are all hosting and kicking off their events from out there in our parking lot facility. So I am going to take my seat and allow the next speaker to move up. Thank you. Welcome to our facility. I'll be around, so if you have any questions about the site, please feel free to grab me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Not quite as good as mine is. I'm Chris Warner. I'm the director of the Portland Bureau of Transportation, and I really want to thank thank you and welcome you to the 50th anniversary of Sunday Parkways. So it's delightful to be here, and particularly here at the June Key Delta Center for hosting us. Thank you so much. This is it was wonderful to hear the history, and this is one of our favorite venues in terms of we have a number of Peabody events here because it really is a pillar of the community. So again, thank you for having us. Also, first, we'd like to thank Kaiser Permanente. They have been with us since the beginning, and their support has just been invaluable in terms of us making sure the Sunday Parkway works. At Peabody, we see our streets as more than just a way to get between places, but it's really a way to really build community and bring us all together. The streets connect us. They are the biggest public asset we have in terms of public space. So Sunday Parkways is just an amazing way for us to be able to use that public space to bring communities together. And what Sunday Parkways has really become is a great resource for Portlanders to come together and really enjoy the day, particularly on sunny days. So for the past dozen years, Sunday Parkways really has been one of the cornerstones for the community. So it really is, as I said, one of the most beloved events, and me and my family have enjoyed this event for many years. I remember the first time that I experienced Sunday Parkways. We live over northeast Portland off Sandy Boulevard, and I happened to walk up the stairs that are well maintained by Peabody staff, the public stairway. I have to put the plug in. And as I got to the top up by Alameda, all of a sudden it just opened up, and there were all these people walking and riding their bikes, and I had no idea what it was, but I loved it. So it really has become something that our family enjoys, and we come to everyone that we can, that if we're in town, but it really is part of the DNA of our community. So from the first Sunday Parkway and here to the 50th, this is really something that we really is part of the Portland DNA. It's really something that we encourage, and we really thank you all for coming today. So what I'd like to do, as I said, we really can't do this without all the volunteers and all the Peabody staff and working year round on this. Michael, thank you for all your work on this. But it also takes other sponsors, and as you'll see, you'll have some inventors here. The Kaiser Permanente, as I said earlier, really has been with us from the very beginning. And right now, I'd like to call up Dan Field, who I've known Dan for a long time, but it's the only time I ever see him, it seems, is Sunday Parkway. So Dan, why don't you go ahead and say a few words on behalf of Kaiser.
Space, and thank you for opening your doors to the community. We appreciate that, and thank you for the joke about 50. That caught me off guard as well. And I will say it's an important number, and it really represents a lot of work on behalf of the city, Chris and his predecessors, Michael, his predecessors, and other community partners. And we're proud to be one of those community partners. My colleague Molly Haynes has been shepherding Sunday Parkways for a decade now on behalf of Kaiser Permanente. She's kept that relationship with the city alive. Reminded me that the first event was in North Portland 12 years ago, one event. Kaiser, I think at the time, gave $20,000 to help fund the event. Our contribution has grown, and the events have grown. And I think that first event, I'm not even sure it was in the city budget. I think the city staff sort of cobbled it together, bootstrapped it. They did an amazing job, Linda and others. And now, of course, it's in the budget. And I think there'd be like a small revolt if the city ever tried to get rid of the budget for Sunday Parkways. So it's an important number. You know, we have numbers in healthcare that we think are important as well. And one of the reasons we're here is because of those numbers. And it's not your cholesterol, it's not your blood pressure, it's not that 30 minutes of exercise. And your doctor's always telling you to get the number that brings us here today, or the 5 numbers I should say, is your zip code. And your zip code really is an indication of where you live, where you work, where your family is, where you worship, where you shop, where you get exercise, and where you're able to get out and be part of the community. So in a lot of ways, your zip code represents your community. And we know that cholesterol and blood pressure and blood sugar, all those numbers are really important. The most important number for your long-term health is your zip code. If you do not have a strong community that's vibrant, that has access to open spaces, and that allows you to connect with your friends and neighbors in a meaningful way, like we're going to do this afternoon, you're not going to be healthy. And so our investment at Kaiser Permanente and Sunday Parkways is really an investment in health. It's an investment in community, and yes, it's an investment in zip codes. I want to just close by thanking the Commissioner, City Council, Mayor, PBOT, and all of our partners in this endeavor. And I would say, not only here's to 50 more events, here's to 50 more years of Sunday Parkways. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. Please bear with me. I am almost 50 and I forgot my reading glasses. So I'm hoping I can see my notes. So as you know, it's been established we're here today to celebrate the awesome 50th Sunday Parkways event. Sunday Parkways is the city of Portland at its best. I also have allergies, so excuse me. Through Sunday Parkways, we're creating a unique and positive experience for our fellow Portlanders and demonstrating that streets are not just conduits for cars. They're for all users. They're for all of us. I hope that opening our streets to pedestrians and cyclists, even just for a day, helps Portlanders envision a city that is not strictly organized around the automobile, that is safe, accessible, and inclusive for all. When we open our streets, we give people a chance to come together and celebrate their city and each other. I'm thinking specifically of the Black Family Ride and the Women's Ride that will take place today. Those rides send a message that I want us all to hear. Sunday Parkways is a place where everyone is welcome and everyone can have fun. Today, Portlanders will connect with their neighborhoods in new ways. Families and friends will gather as a community in their streets and parks. Kids can gain confidence as bike riders. Connection, community, confidence. These are not words and experiences that we normally associate with local government. But that is why Sunday Parkways is that's what Sunday Parkways is all about, and it's why it's one of our crown jewels. And I'm very pleased and proud to get to be the commissioner in charge of PBOT and to bask in some of the reflective glory of this event, which I had nothing to do with initiating, but I'm certainly going to support wholeheartedly for as long as I can. So now for some important thank yous. I'd like to thank Kaiser Permanente, of course, for their commitment to Sunday Parkways, and to Portland. It wouldn't be summer in Portland without Sunday Parkways, and it wouldn't be Sunday Parkways without Kaiser Permanente. I feel like I should get a little kickback for that. A what? A flu shot? I already have my flu shot, thank you. I don't know another one. I'd also like to thank Juneteenth Delta Center for hosting us. It's wonderful to be back here again. And with that, I want to invite everyone to partake in the refreshments. Oh, I was like, where's the giant gold bell? Okay, everybody, let's get out there and have fun. Woo!